This is my project that I'm working on. It's a slow progress. I'm only a hobbyist, I would say, when it comes to photography. Yes, I have done work for people and I've enjoyed doing that, but I mostly do photography for my own pleasure. So yeah, as you read in the title, this is my project to trying to recreate an Aerochrome look. Now I know there's loads of people already online that have already done this. My biggest inspiration when looking at these sort of things is probably Jason from the YouTube channel Grainy Days, and also Caleb from Bad Flashes. So I've been watching all of how they do it. Obviously how I've got to do it is a bit how I've got to do it, especially when I'm got different budget constraints and so on and so forth. So this is my first start into trying a bit of experiment film, because I'm never going to be able to really if I ever manage to get my hands on actual Aerochrome, I think I'd cry. However, I don't think that's going to happen. One, because it's not made, and two, because the prices for it are just insane, and I can't also justify sometimes spending those sort of prices on something that you don't even know how the film's stalled. So yeah, this is my beginnings into this project of recreating it. I'm trying to recreate it not digitally, even though I know that is an aspect that I will look into, but yeah, this is a start. So all these shots were taken on my Zensobronica SQ in medium format, so it was the Lomochrome Purple in medium format, which I'm kind of glad I took this first time around, as it was going to give me a better level of detail on the photos that I could learn and experiment with. At one point I was chasing around horses shooting another film, but I then got this shot, which is one of my favourites. This one's pretty good as well, I quite enjoy, but this is probably my ultimate besides the tiny little light leak. So, right, if you didn't obviously see from the title at the very beginning, I have decided to try and use Lomochrome Purple as a substitute. I've never used it before, so I thought I'd just shoot it in its raw. I shot all these shots at 200 ISO. I heard that shooting it at middle ground, because they say you can shoot it between 100 ISO and 400 ISO for best results. I shot it in the middle just because I thought, well, the lighting was pretty decent, and I read a lot on a lot of forums that it gives you the best results for getting purple out of the photos. I was personally surprised at how purple these shots are, so my next step will be to follow on with some filters. They have arrived, so I just need to organise the time to go out and do it, but really enjoyed using this film. I quite like the effect it gives. pretty black and white because it was already black and white in it. So far we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go find that redwood tree. I don't need to take any more photos. Peace. Quite interesting. Just need the light to come back out from the clouds. Not really sure why I was whispering at this point when I was in the woods and there were other people around. Maybe I was just being a bit self-conscious, but the light didn't really come out at this point. I struggled with some photos, but I still got what I wanted to get out of it and the end results, so I could experiment with this film. So this is probably one of my favourite photos I took. This bench, I took it at multiple angles, but the light and how it worked with the purple was just brilliant in my eyes. Hey, 250. Hey, 250. Looking pine cone thing over it. I'm going to take a picture of it just for the shits and gigs. There you go. Pango. Love redwood trees. While I was finding other shots, I do want to just say that I think that this is a good beginning experiment. I think the next time I'm going to shoot it on 35mm, just because that way I'll get a few more shots, and especially if I'm going to be experimenting this long term with filters as well, because yeah. I've just found a giant acorn. I've got to photo this. It's just too weird. Gorgeous. So I think this area of the New Forest was actually, it's like a preservation for different trees, because a lot of the different trees had signs on it saying what type of tree it was, heritage, all that sort of thing. And I think these massive seeds were like part of that, but I just found it highly weird and entertaining. Not a bad photo either, in my eyes. So I do like these last two shots here. I think I like them because of the amount of purple that comes out of it. I think all the shots that I took in the actual woods itself, it was only really coming from the leaves, and never got anything from the dirt paths or anything like that. Whereas this, the entire scene, besides the sky and the water, is purple, and I think I really like that effect. Really liked how a lot of these photos turned out. My favourite one is with the bench, the one with the giant acorn on the ground, for whatever reason that was placed there, and the ones of the landscape with the tree. I do think that I got these shots really well come out, so my next experiment will be to shooting it with a few filters. Let's hope that this might be a cheaper and alternative way for me to be able to shoot it, because like I say, probably never going to get my hands on actual AreoChrome, and regardless if I think I'd be too scared to shoot it because of how valuable it is. It's a learning curve, and I'm enjoying what it is and what I'm doing with this experiment, so more to the future.